What's going on, YouTube? Crystal Journals Comics. Special guest Noah here. This is going to be my video for Popcom, Mike, his 100 sub contest. So real quick here, my Noah wanted to say hello to somebody.
Hi, baby Noah.
We can't see you. Wave. Who are you saying hi to?
Baby Noah.
He's saying hi to little baby Noah. Yeah, so he was excited to find out that there was another Noah in the community. So he just wanted to give a shout out. Anything else?
No.
Awesome. Okay.
No.
All right, you can go back to... Make sure that TV's down so they can hear me talk, okay? All right, awesome, guys. All right, so Popcom. A new sub to me, and I'm a new sub to him. I think in my little time away this last month or so, he had subbed me, and then when I went back, I saw that, and then I subbed him back, and finally had a chance to watch some of his videos. He's got some awesome pops, man, for sure. And an awesome family. So, who did make a screen appearance, obviously. So, all right, guys. Here we are, 100 sub contest. Congrats, man. I don't know how long you've been doing this, but to reach 100 is awesome, and it's just up from here. And you're doing some good things, and you bring good energy. So I know it's gonna keep going for you. So all right, first thing, guys, of course, subscribe to Popcom. All right, link below. I'm gonna put a link specifically to his contest video. So don't just subscribe him. Make a contest video for him, please. Okay. Now, let's see. Well, let's go into what he wants us to do. All right. What is the first comic you have ever bought? It's the first thing I'm going to get into here. I've showed this off, I think, in a contest before. I think I might have asked this in my contest, but this is always an awesome question, and I love showing mine off for people. I love seeing other people's stuff, too. So what I'm going to show off here is my Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Adventure. Now, what this is, let me show you guys right here. This is basically this 3-issue miniseries just in one fat book, and it's not even like a trade. It's a standard comic with the, you know, standard cover. It's just got the I don't know what you call the flat bind spine, the flat spine on the edge there, and it was put out by Random House, I believe, instead of Archie. And so the story behind this, I was let me just bear with me. And I just said this in my video too when I was talking about this book. I believe I was 4, maybe 5, but let me just check the date, the year. So it was 88. It was 88. So I was 5 years old. This thing has been through it. It's kind of wrinkly. It's still on intact though, all the pages. 5 years old. I was at a grocery store. It was Alpha Beta. For those of you who have a little age, some years behind you, Alpha Beta was, at least on the West Coast, they were all over the place. Alpha Beta and I think Lucky were like the 2 main stores at the time. And we used to go to the store, and I used to go with my mom. Used to sit in the top of the cart, and if my memory serves me justly, I remember them having a rack with comic books in it, and I remember sitting in the seat of the car and picking this one up, and she bought it for me. So this was it. This was before I think I ever went to an actual comic book store, before I knew much of anything. You know, at a fresh 5 years old, and man, my love for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles just took off. I drew so many pictures out of this book. I would copy the art, you know, and everything. Even did a little crossword word search. See, I did a little word search in there. Look at that. Pretty cool, huh? This is it, and this is the original copy. This is it. I've kept it for, you know, almost 30 years, and it's still with me, and it means a lot to me still to this day. I'm a little sick right now. I can't really smell, but I love the smell of it too, because just smelling the pages brings me back to that time, you know, when I was 5 years old. Yeah, a little sick. Everyone was sick this week. All right, guys. Moving to the next question. Who has an Amazing Spider-Man number 300? I wish I did. Shoot, man, because I'm a big Spider-Man head. Favorite superhero of all time for sure. But I'm going to shout out Yanni Gugulak. And I hope I said that correct. He's got 2 in their slab. And I'm not a big slab, fan. But they are both 8.5 and they're amazing. So check him out. Yanni Gugulak. I wish I had one. This guy's got 2. Oh, definitely jealous. But one day, I have it in a trade. I have it in the Birth of Venom trade paperback. But yeah, so. All right, moving on, guys. Next question. Name one and only one thing that you are thankful for. Thanksgiving is in a few days. And, just focusing on Thanksgiving as a time to spend with family. That's what it is. Family for me. I am so thankful for family. Family, family can show itself in many different forms, whether it's close family, wife, kids, obviously, or parents, aunts, uncles, cousins, or even close friends that you consider family. To have anyone that you consider family is a blessing. And every single day I'm thankful for them. And I'm Sicilian and I come from a big family. And I was thankful to have that growing up. A lot of it, all the elders have kind of passed on, most of them. But my grandma's still kicking. She's just turned 94. Although she has dementia and she doesn't really remember anyone. It's tough, but glad to still have her here. I had a large family growing up and they've kind of moved all over the state. So I don't get to see them as much, as an adult. But hey, it is what it is. I'm headed to Chicago next summer to catch a Cubs game and have a family reunion. And that's going to be awesome. So definitely looking forward to that, guys. Family. With everything, I just want to say something too. I'm going to interject here because I know there's a lot of tension, and especially in the U.S. right now, politics, all this stuff. I'm going to tell you something right now because I see it happening within my own family. And I'm going to tell you guys right now, no matter what your political beliefs are or economic, social beliefs are, religious beliefs, as much as I encourage everyone to have conversation, if it's your family and people that matter, keep them close and don't let politics get in the way. The bottom line at the end of the day is that we give love. And that's what family is all about. And, like I said, we can have conversation, but, outside of that, just give love. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. I was a rebellious teenager, and I was in dark places, and I finally woke up and my parents were like old, and I was like, where did the time go? We can't get time back. So no matter what, you can't take away the love of what family is. So put everything aside, give love and compassion. And that's and at the end of the day, that's how we change the world. That's how we change our world. That's how we change our kids' world and everyone that we infect with our compassion every day. So don't worry about anything that is out of your control. So that's what I'm thankful for. I had to get deep for a minute there, guys. All right. Next question. Give a shout out to one YouTuber. Man, there's so many. Man. I'm just going to name a few. Don Comic Book Junkie, Reader 1717, OMG, Frediz, Weapon X. Jeez, there's just so many. It's hard to keep track of. White Nova, Poison Ivy, Tat Comics. The one person I'm gonna shout out today, though, and give a special shout out to is the Doom 143. And the reason why I want to focus on the Doom 143 is because as soon as I was subbed to this guy, I was just, really turned on to his channel, and he reached out to me. I reached back out to him, and it's just positive vibes, positive energy, and I love his collection. I mean, at the end of the day, I love his collection, and this guy has an eye for covers. This guy will go bargain shopping. This guy will, whatever he grabs, his covers are amazing. He knows his artists. He knows like every artist. He can get some random books and he's calling out the artist of the cover, and I'm like, phew. But and yeah, he's got an eye. So I'm gonna give a special shout out to the Doom 143 man. It was photo bombing in the background there. So guys, check him out. Give him a sub if you haven't yet. All right, moving on. What is your favorite LCS and why? Okay, come on now. Stop distracting the viewers. I've said this before in videos too. I am extremely spoiled because being in the Sacramento area, even close to the Bay Area, I have so many comic book stores. I mean, the Bay Area is only like 45 minutes away from me, to Richmond and Berkeley and Oakland. And there's so many comic book stores out there. And even in Sacramento, in my area, there's so many comic book stores. I'm spoiled. So I go to different ones for different things. I go to my little local shop, Boys of Summer, for my like weekly pickups. And he also has an amazing 50-cent bin. But then I'll hit certain locations for sales. But at the end of the day, if I have to pick one, I have to give a shout out to A1 Comics in Sacramento. They have 2 locations, one in Roseville, which is just north of Sacramento. But A1 Comics is my favorite for these reasons. They are a big location. They're not a hole in the wall. They are a big location. They've been around forever, and they've grown. They have a huge collection of back issues. Whatever you're looking for, they probably have it. From keys, from just filling, runs. And their prices are solid. They're not the best. Don't get me wrong. They're not necessarily the cheapest, but they are a good, solid average for, what you're going to find maybe on Craigslist or eBay or on websites like Midtown. But the thing that keeps them above the rest is obviously their customer service and the people that work there. But they have freaking amazing sales. They have patio sales where they have thousands of books for 50 cents. Toys at discount, half off. Trades for $5. And they also have multiple times per year 50% off of all the back issues in the store. So, anything that's $3 you get for $1.50. Anything that's $5, $2.50, $10, $5, and so forth. So it's easy for me to save my money and like fill my runs by hitting these sales and saving a ton of money and getting them for dirt cheap. So I just got to give it to A1 Comics, man. I mean, they handle things in all aspects. So, all right, let's move on. What's the most prized possession that isn't Pops or comics? I collect baseball cards and sports cards too, so that's a big thing. But outside of just collecting and hobbies, and this goes to the next question. Let me answer this question first. Besides collectibles, what is another hobby you have? My hobby is music. I'm a musician. I actually quit my day job. I was a manager at Pete's Coffee and Tea out in Berkeley. Excuse me, guys. And this was in 2009. And I was going hard on my music on the side. And I met the CEO of a local but well-known independent record label that wanted to bring me in for a meeting. And I quit my day job and signed to a label and started touring and doing my music full time. And I did that full time for about a little over 2 years. I got to work with artists that I grew up listening to. I got to perform and tour with artists that I grew up idolizing and listening to, and it was amazing. And unfortunately, I stopped because of life. Life kind of got in the way. I had to make a real tough sacrifice and decision to stop everything and move my family. We were living in Richmond at the time, and we moved up towards Sacramento. And I don't regret it. Do I still do music? Not much right now because I'm a full-time student and it's been tough. But music is always going to be something that I enjoy doing. And I don't know if I'll ever get back into it seriously. I mean, I got a business degree, so who knows? Maybe I'll get on the, behind the scenes but it's always going to be there. I still have my website up, and I'm still releasing music that I had previously recorded just online. I actually just released a song a few days ago, a few weeks ago. So yeah, that's my hobby. That music's my life, man, for sure. So to go to mesh with that, this question of what's the most prized possession that isn't Pops or comics? Let me grab it. All right, guys. This is my most prized possession here. All right. Let me it's a little dust from hanging up on the wall. This is an autographed picture framed and signed by Tupac Shakur. And the reason why this is so prized to me, not just because of me being a fan of his music, but because this man saved my life, literally. And this is me getting kind of deep here, but I went through it when I was young. It was tough. It was some dark times, and I got my son here. He's very listening. He's like, "Daddy, what are you talking about? You're a bad man." I haven't told him. I've been telling him when you get a certain age, I'm gonna tell you the story. But I've been through it. It was tough times. I was facing 6 feet under or bars, and he pulled me out of it. And it's deeper. It's deeper than just the music. This right here means so much to me. I got to actually work with his cousins in his group, the Outlaws, if anyone is familiar. And never got to make music with Tupac himself, but to be able to make music with his people was just amazing. So definitely a highlight of my music career, and to have this is something that I will never part with. Well, let me not say never. If my kids are in desperate need and or something, I can't keep a roof over our head, and I could sell this for a couple $1,000 or something, shoot, that's the only way that I will part with this, is if my kids are in need. But otherwise, this is one actual physical thing that really means a lot to me. So yeah. All right, guys. That is my contest entry. Man, I got deep on this. And, this is supposed to be fun and fun-loving. And I'm sitting here giving you my life story and all this stuff. But, so, thank you guys for watching. I know it ran a little long, but definitely, a lot to talk about. And a lot of good, awesome questions here for Popcom. And Popcom, Mike wanted us to leave, when we leave a link or a comment to let him know we did a video, he wanted us to put down either our favorite superhero or one thing that's our favorite, just in case we are the winner. And I think I'm going to have to run with Voltron. So I'll make sure I make note of that, man. Voltron. I hear they're going to do a live action movie of Voltron. Oh my goodness, dude. Believe me, I'm going to be like full on. I might, I'm not one to do the camp out stuff, but I might camp out in front of the movie theater when that one comes out, because that's big. That's going to be huge. Hopefully they get Peter Cullen to do the little introduction like they did on the cartoon. Anyways, guys. All right, I'm about to be out here. So, Popcom, thank you so much for having this contest. I'm glad I can, be subscribed to you now and be a part of your, community and whatnot. So, guys, definitely take some time this week. Be thankful for everything and make a video for Popcom's contest and give him some subs, all right? So thanks again for watching, guys. Until next time.